Hello, and welcome to the Orange County Land Use Plan 2050 process. Thank you for being involved in this effort. This video will guide you through an overview of the planning process, share more about comprehensive plans and their purpose, and provide instructions for you to share your feedback. Here is a QR code and the URL for the project website. This site is your go-to source for information throughout the planning process. Sign up on the website to be alerted of important opportunities to share your opinions about the future of Orange County. The Orange County Land Use Plan kicked off in the summer of 2023, where the project team met with the staff working group, conducted stakeholder interviews, and completed other tasks to launch the project. We are currently in Phase 2 and Phase 3, which are scheduled to happen concurrently from fall 2023 until winter 2024. As part of Phase 2, Community Engagement Window Number 1 was launched at the first public meeting held in October 2023. 2 other community meetings will be held in person in January 2024, and online engagement is available through January as well. At the end of Phase 2, a summary of new issues and opportunities will report on what was learned from stakeholder interviews and public engagement. In Phase 3, the fact book will be created, which shares an evaluation of planning influences for the project. Phase 4 is scheduled to occur from spring 2024 through winter 2025. During this time, the land use plan will be developed in coordination with planning and inspection staff in the staff working group, based off of what we heard during community engagement. During this phase, there will be a second opportunity to share your input on the growth and conservation framework for Orange County. That feedback will support the development of the public review draft of the plan, which will be unveiled during the third and final community engagement window. Phase 5 is scheduled to occur from spring 2025 until summer 2025. During that time, the project team will be focused on finalizing and adopting the plan. The public hearing draft of the land use plan will be taken to the Planning Board for recommendation and the Board of Commissioners for adoption. What is a comprehensive land use plan? The land use plan will be a 20-year vision for Orange County's future. It will be built from inclusive public engagement and will address the needs and wants of the community. The plan will guide growth and coordinate investment, such as infrastructure. The plan is a key piece of connecting Orange County's operations and investments through physical planning. As shown in the image on the right, planning is a continuous cycle. It starts by setting policy priorities through the land use plan and from other plans. Next, work priorities are set, such as what is laid out in the county's strategic plan. Those priorities are folded into funding processes, such as the county budget and capital investment planning. Following that, it's time to actually implement those priorities in things like countywide initiatives, projects, and regulatory updates. Finally, progress should be assessed to measure and evaluate what has been accomplished. Then, the process starts all over again as new priorities are set to meet the evolving needs and wants of the community. More specifically, a comprehensive land use plan is a policy document that expresses this 20-year land use vision through goals, policies, and actions. Then, this policy is implemented through the Unified Development Ordinance. By North Carolina state statute, a comprehensive land use plan is required in order to administer county zoning. It's important to note that municipalities in Orange County have their own jurisdictions and their own supporting plans. While this process involves collaboration and coordination with stakeholders from those jurisdictions, this process will focus on the land in unincorporated Orange County, or the areas outside of the jurisdictions, which includes Carborough, Chapel Hill, Hillsborough, and parts of Mebane and Durham. The previous plan, called the Orange County 2030 Comprehensive Plan, was adopted in 2008. You can view this document on the Orange County Planning website. These policies will be considered and evaluated as the land use plan is updated. A major part of this effort is updating the future land use map. The currently adopted future land use map identifies land use categories within Orange County, which includes activity nodes, agricultural residential uses, economic development districts, the rural buffer, and transition areas. The updated Orange County Land Use Plan 2050 and the future land use map will guide decisions made by the county about where and how new development happens. The Land Use Plan 2050 will focus on the planning area shown on the map here. You can see the dark gray areas, which are under the planning and zoning jurisdiction of the municipalities. The light gray areas show the extraterritorial jurisdictions, or ETJ. These are areas where a municipality has applied its zoning ordinance outside of the city limits. The gray checkered area shows the joint planning area and transition area, which was created as part of the Joint Planning Agreement and the Joint Planning Land Use Plan. These were both adopted in the 1980s and recently amended in 2015 as a collaboration between Orange County and the towns of Chapel Hill and Carrboro. The objective of the Joint Planning Agreement and the Land Use Plan was to designate the joint planning areas and to coordinate on the ability of the towns of Chapel Hill and Carrboro to annex within the transition areas and the rural buffer, which is shown on the map in the purple shading. As we begin this process, it's important to understand how Orange County has changed since the last plan was adopted in 2008. Orange County's population has experienced an 11% increase in population from 2010 to 2020, which is less than the surrounding counties of Alamance, Chatham, Durham, and Wake, but slightly higher than North Carolina as a whole. This table shows the population by jurisdiction and the percentage of Orange County's total population. About 40% of Orange County's population lives in Chapel Hill, followed by about 37% who live in unincorporated Orange County. Hearing from the community is vital to this process. The true value of planning lies ultimately in the implementation of collectively supported ideas, and that is why sharing your thoughts and ideas about the future of Orange County is so important. The first of 3 rounds of community engagement began in the fall of 2023 and will continue through January 2024. During this window, online engagement is also available for you to submit your feedback. To share your thoughts through the online activities, please use the QR code on the screen or navigate to the URL below. There are 4 short surveys to gather your feedback. We would love for you to stay involved in this process. If you'd like to receive updates on the land use plan, please sign up on the website using the QR code on the screen or the URL below. Hearing from our community is vital for this process. We also need your help in spreading the word. Please tell 5 people you know about this project and ask them to complete the online activities. This could be friends, neighbors, family members, or coworkers. Thank you for caring about the future of Orange County. We look forward to hearing your input.